Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and hail to you. Welcome back to another enlightening episode of the Stoic Lokeans, the Havamal In Depth. I'm your host, Kristian, and today we embark on a journey through stanzas 26 to 29 of the Havamal. Join me as we unravel the timeless wisdom encapsulated within these verses, exploring the profound insights they offer on the virtues of silence and the perils of foolish speech. Stanza 26 cautions us. A foolish man thinks he knows everything if placed in unexpected difficulty, but he knows not what to answer if to the test he is put. This stanza serves as a sobering reminder of the danger of arrogance and overestimating one's capabilities, especially in the face of adversity. In stanza 27, we encounter the admonition, "A foolish man who among people comes had best be silent, for no one knows that he knows nothing unless he talks too much. He who previously knew nothing will still know nothing, talk he ever so much." Here the importance of humility and restraint in speech is emphasised, highlighting the folly of excessive verbosity and the wisdom of remaining silent when one lacks knowledge. Stanza 28 offers further insight. He thinks himself wise who can ask questions and converse also. Conceal his ignorance no one can, but it circulates among men. This stanza underscores the value of curiosity and open-mindedness, reminding us that true wisdom begins with acknowledging our own ignorance. And apologies for the wind that you can hear. Finally, in stanza 29, we're cautioned, "He utters too many futile words who is never silent. A garrulous tongue, if it not be checked, sings often to its own harm." This verse, so stanza 29, highlights the consequences of unchecked loquacity, warning against the tendency to speak without purpose or restraint. Stanzas 26 to 29 together teach us about the dangers of arrogance, the wisdom of remaining silent or asking questions when one lacks knowledge, and the benefits of temperance in speech. From the Old Norse perspective, these stanzas offer valuable insights into the cultural values and norms of ancient Scandinavia. In Norse society, where oral tradition and storytelling were paramount, the art of communication held great significance. However, the Norse worldview also seemingly placed a strong emphasis on humility, wisdom, and the recognition of one's limitations. Similarly, stanza 27 highlights the importance of humility and restraint in social interactions. In Norse culture, boasting or speaking without substance was most likely frowned upon, as it revealed a lack of self-awareness and respect for others. The advice to remain silent when one lacks knowledge suggests a Norse belief in the power of understatement and the virtue of listening. Stanza 28 further underscores the value of humility and curiosity in seeking wisdom. The Norse people admired individuals who were not afraid to ask questions and engage in meaningful dialogue, recognising that true wisdom lies in acknowledging one's ignorance and seeking to learn from others. The emphasis on intellectual humility and open-mindedness was seemingly fundamental to our ancient Scandinavian ancestors. And then stanza 29 serves as an advisory tale against the dangers of idle chatter and thoughtless speech. In Norse culture, words would have held great power, and the spoken word was considered binding. The fact that the Old Norse people didn't seem to write anything down, or at least ensure written words were protected, suggests the power of the spoken word. The fact that gatherings such as the Thing or the Althing, for example, were apparently not written down suggests immense importance of the spoken word. Individuals were encouraged to choose their words carefully and speak with purpose, lest their words bring harm or misfortune. Overall, these stanzas offer a glimpse into the values and ideals that shaped Norse society, emphasising the importance of humility, wisdom, and integrity in speech and action. By embracing these principles, individuals could navigate the complexities of social interaction with grace and dignity, contributing to the harmony and well-being of the community. To delve deeper into the significance of stanzas 26 to 29, I want to turn our attention to the Lokean, a captivating tale from Norse mythology. The Lokean, or Loki's Quarrel, it has other translations, recounts a dramatic confrontation among the gods during a feast in Asgard. At the heart of this saga lies Loki, the cunning and mischievous trickster deity and the god to whom I have given my oath. In the Lokean, Loki crashes a feast hosted by Aegir and presumably Ran in their glistening hall, and proceeds to insult and taunt his fellow deities with biting accusations and slanderous remarks. Slanderous if they're not true, I'll caveat that. Despite being well aware of the consequences, Loki unleashes a torrent of verbal attacks, exposing the flaws and weaknesses of the gods. I think it's fair to say that this wasn't one of old Lopta's finest moments. This saga serves as a powerful illustration of the themes present in stanzas 26 to 29 of the Havamal. Like the foolish man described in the stanzas, and no, Loki, I'm not calling you foolish here, Loki's arrogance and disregard for social norms led to disastrous consequences. His unchecked tongue, fueled by pride and resentment, wreaks havoc and discord among the gods. However, Loki's hubris ultimately proves to be his undoing, as his words provoke the wrath of the gods and seal his fate. An unjust fate, in my humble opinion. The Lokean serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of reckless speech and the importance of humility and self-restraint. In the context of stanzas 26 to 29, the Lokean offers valuable insights into the consequences of foolish verbosity and the perils of unchecked arrogance. By drawing parallels between Loki's fate and the advice provided in the Havamal, we gain a deeper understanding of the wisdom encapsulated in these ancient verses. In examining stanzas 26 to 29 through the lens of Stoic philosophy, we find resonance with the teachings of Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher known for his emphasis on self-mastery and the discipline of the mind. Epictetus, who lived in the 1st and 2nd centuries AD, believed that true wisdom and virtue lie in recognising what is within our control and what is not. His teachings emphasise the importance of cultivating inner strength and resilience in the face of adversity. In stanzas 26 to 29, we encounter themes that align closely with Epictetus' philosophy. The foolish man, for example, described in these stanzas, exemplifies the Stoic concept of the unwise individual who succumbs to the pitfalls of arrogance and ignorance. Epictetus would caution against the folly of overestimating one's knowledge and abilities, as highlighted in stanza 26. He believed that true wisdom begins with the acknowledgement of one's limitations and the willingness to learn from others. In fact, he famously wrote, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." Moreover, Epictetus emphasises the importance of self-control and moderation in speech. In stanza 27, we see the consequences of excessive talkativeness and the harm it can bring. Epictetus would advise us to pause and reflect before speaking, ensuring that our words are thoughtful and purposeful. The fact that he said we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak further emphasises this point. Stanza 28 offers further insight into the Stoic perspective on wisdom. Epictetus teaches that true wisdom lies not in pretending to know everything, but in acknowledging our ignorance and asking questions to expand our understanding. And finally, by applying the learnings to stanza 29, we encounter the dangers of a garrulous tongue and the importance of silence. Epictetus believed that true strength lies in self-discipline and the ability to control our impulses, including the impulse to speak recklessly. By applying Epictetus' teachings to stanzas 26 to 29, we gain a deeper understanding of the Stoic perspective on wisdom and virtue. Like the Stoics, we can strive to cultivate inner resilience and humility, recognising that true wisdom comes from a willingness to learn and a commitment to self-improvement. In the modern context, the insights gleaned from stanzas 26 to 29 of the Havamal hold profound relevance to navigating the complexities of communication and human interaction. These stanzas caution against the dangers of arrogance, emphasise the wisdom of remaining silent or asking questions when one lacks knowledge, and highlight the benefits of temperance in speech. In today's society, where the noise of opinions often drowns out the wisdom of thoughtful reflection, these ancient teachings offer a timeless reminder of the importance of humility and restraint in communication. As the philosopher Johann Wolfgang von Goethe once remarked, "Talking is a disease of the age." This sentiment resonates deeply with the wisdom encapsulated in stanzas 26 to 29, which urge us to temper our words with wisdom and discernment. Modern authors, such as Brené Brown in her book Daring Greatly, echo the sentiment of humility and vulnerability in communication. Brown emphasises the power of owning our limitations and embracing vulnerability as a path to genuine connection and understanding. She writes, "Vulnerability is not winning or losing, it's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome." In today's hyper-connected world, where the pressure to appear knowledgeable and confident often leads to superficial interactions and misunderstandings, the wisdom of remaining silent or asking questions when one lacks knowledge becomes increasingly relevant. By practicing humility and curiosity in our communication, we create space for genuine learning and growth. We foster deeper connections and mutual respect. Moreover, the benefits of temperance in speech cannot be overstated. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, and I've used this phrase already, which is why I consider it so important, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." By exercising restraint and thoughtfulness in our words, we cultivate a culture of respect and empathy where everyone's voice is heard and valued. Stanzas 26 to 29 of the Havamal offer timeless wisdom on the art of communication, reminding us of the dangers of arrogance, the value of remaining silent or asking questions when one lacks knowledge, and the benefits of temperance in speech. By embracing these principles in our interactions, we foster deeper connections, mutual understanding, and a more harmonious society. In conclusion then, stanzas 26 to 29 of the Havamal serve as a poignant reminders of the timeless wisdom encapsulated within these ancient texts. As we journeyed through these verses, we explored the dangers of arrogance, the virtue of silence, and the importance of humility in communication. These stanzas challenge us to reflect on our own words and actions, encouraging us to cultivate mindfulness and integrity in our interactions with others. In a world where noise often drowns out the voice of reason, the wisdom of the Havamal shines brightly as a beacon of guidance and insight. Let us heed the lessons of the past as we navigate the complexities of the present, striving to embody the virtues of humility, wisdom, and temperance in our speech and conduct. By embracing these principles, we honour the legacy of our ancestors and pave the way for a more harmonious and enlightened future. Before I sign off, let's read the stanzas one last time. Stanza 26. A foolish man thinks he knows everything if placed in unexpected difficulty, but he knows not what to answer if to the test he is put. Stanza 27. A foolish man who among people comes had best be silent, for no one knows that he knows nothing unless he talks too much. He who previously knew nothing will still know nothing, talk he ever so much. Stanza 28. He thinks himself wise who can ask questions and converse also. Conceal his ignorance no one can, because it circulates among men. And stanza 29. He utters too many futile words who is never silent. A garrulous tongue, if it be not checked, sings often to its own harm. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of stanzas 26 to 29. If you found these insights valuable, please consider liking, subscribing, leaving a review, or sharing with your friends and social media networks. Your support is truly appreciated. Hail to you, and may the wisdom of the Havamal guide your path.